Hello, welcome to part 2 of this short series on networking. In this section, we'll be looking at some resources to help you break into the life of a job. A useful starting point is the Career Centre website, career.berkeley.edu. Use the search box in the top right-hand corner to do a search for Berkeley Career Network. Follow the links to the Berkeley Career Network landing page. Scroll down the landing page and you'll see a sign up and login links. Once in the Career Network, you can search on various fields and discover alums and others that can help you in your search. Search filters include location, major, industry, companies, organizations. Scroll through your search results until you find somebody interesting. Here's one that came up by searching for economics majors. You can follow the link from this search result to get a full bio, which includes the link to their LinkedIn profile too. Don't just stay on their LinkedIn landing page, as there may be interesting information further down. LinkedIn bio also lists this person's membership of special interest groups. When you identify someone that might be a good role model, the memberships and special interest groups may suggest groups you should join too. Another way to discover special interest groups is to do a keyword search in LinkedIn. Use the search box in the top left-hand corner of the LinkedIn page. For example, searching on environment gives you this result. While we're here, check out LinkedIn Learning. This used to be an online learning platform called Linda, now part of LinkedIn and free to Cal students. You can use it to get up to speed on topics you might need during your networking. But let's get back to the special interest groups. To find environment groups, click the downward arrow next to More in the top menu. Select Groups from the drop-down menu and choose a group and click its title. We've now reached the landing page for the Environment and Sustainability Network. Notice if anybody in your network is already a member, their name will appear under the connections. So long as your LinkedIn profile has something that's relevant to the group, the owner and administrators will approve your membership. You now have access to 17,000 members. Groups don't have good search tools, but you can start conversations or join a conversation. You can start by briefly introducing yourself and asking for suggestions, advice, and insights. If you're really unlucky, you'll get 17,000 replies. If you're very lucky, you'll get 10 and 20 replies from people motivated to help you. Start by briefly introducing yourself and asking for suggestions, advice, and insights. For those of you that are a bit skeptical about whether this will work, let me tell you a story. A student came to see me one day around lunchtime. She was in the office to talk about networking. We talked about the resources we've just discussed, and she went away. 7 o'clock the same evening, she sent me an email telling me she had already identified 40 people and she had reached out to them. 4 had already replied and said they'd meet her for coffee. Not a bad result for half a day's effort. While we're talking about LinkedIn, let's look at its Alumni Tool. In the LinkedIn search box, type Berkeley or any other school you want to check out. Berkeley should stand out because of its crest. Here is the Cal landing page. You could use various filters to fine-tune your search. Location, major, and so on. So those are some of the online tools you can use. Online tools are a great way to meet people, but the old-fashioned face-to-face connections are great too. One of the unique features of Silicon Valley is the level of face-to-face networking events. If you want to gain exposure to these opportunities, make San Francisco Bay Area networking a regular Google search. The Career Centre organises networking events too. Focus networking events under the general title of Career Connections. These events bring alumni and professionals to campus to meet with students. These are not panel events. Alums are limited to introducing themselves in 30 to 40 seconds, and then the whole session is devoted to students having conversations with professionals in specific fields. We aim to have something like 18 to 20 alumni, and then 70, 80, perhaps more students in small networking groups talking about any topic related to the industry that you want to raise. Here is the schedule for the Career Connections events that took place in the spring 2019. Check Handshake for future sessions and for other campus-based events. Now the challenge is build and use your own network. Part 3 of the series will briefly cover 2 phases of networking. I hope to see you there.